everyone, and welcome to Lety Does playing the Isle of Cats Explore and Draw Part 1. So this is my first time making a video for this game, and I have a lot of information to get through, so in order for me to not mess up, I am just going to be reading off of those cards, and you guys can look at the artwork. So, Isle of Cats Explore and Draw is a competitive polyomino cat placement board game. What's a polyomino? Well, domino means tile has two sides. Polyomino means that a tile has multiple sides. So the polyominoes are these cats and treasures represented here on these cards. Explore and Draw is a re-implementation of the Isle of Cats, which is that huge ass box that I have back there. And that has an entire card drafting mechanic, and you also play with physical tiles and meeples, but none of these fuckers are going to let me play that. I don't even know if they'll let me play this, or if they will come and ruin my entire board halfway through. But yeah, Explore and Draw is a simplified version of Isle of Cats that just involves cards and markers. There's a solo mode that you can play. I'm going to instead be doing the remote play so that I can hopefully play with all of you and share scores to compare what we got. And if you did better than me, there is an editable player sheet for play from the desktop computer in the description below if you are watching this on my PeerTube as a PeerTube video. I also have a printable player sheet in the description below as well. That is going to be the paper that I am working with here. And the rule book is going to be in the description for you to reference in the description. I have here my physical rule book. Breathe. And I'm going to be reading just the flavor text on the top. So, the Isle of Cats Explore and Draw. City legends have always told of a fabulous island where a race of ancient, wise, fierce, and playful cats made their home. Recent scouts from Squall's End have revealed that it is real, but it is threatened by the approaching armies of Aaand, who will stop at nothing to destroy the island and the rest of the world. Trees will burn and the ancient rocks will be broken, but there's a chance that these noble creatures can be saved. Gameplay. You are a citizen of Squall's End and are on a rescue mission to save as many cats as possible before Vesh arrives. You must explore the island, rescue cats, gather ancient treasures, and find a way to fit them all onto your boat before returning safely to Squall's End. As you explore the island, you'll rescue cats and discover treasure. Cats and treasure are represented by different shapes that you must carefully draw onto your boat. Try to keep families together, complete lessons, and leave enough room to draw the next thing on your boat. But watch out, returning to Squall's End with a half-empty boat isn't going to look good. So, you can check out the rest of the rules for yourself. As for the gameplay, you're going to have your island right here. The instructions mentioned Vesh Aaand. There is an entire lore to this game and Isle of Cats. I don't need to go through. You can go check that out for yourself. But the short of it is, there's an Isle of Cats. This is Vesh Aaand. He wants to destroy it all, and he is coming in 7 days. So that is represented by this meeple right here. This is my day tracker. These are going to be just 2 reference cards for the different color of cats that you have on on your island, and then your island is represented like this. You're going to have your cat cards and you're going to have your lesson cards, and you are going to organize them on your island as 3 cats, 2 cats, 1 cats for the first 3 columns, and then you do a diagonal row of lessons, and then a diagonal row of cats, and then finally 1 more lesson. So just think of it as you're building a little staircase here, and then you're doing alternating rows, and that's how I remember it. And yeah, so you are going to do that. I'm going to flip these over. I just had to put them here for placement. So these are going to be my first column. The game is played over the course of these 7 rounds. Each round you get to pick a column that you want to do. Oops. And they're giving you some variety with the lessons and the cat cards. I will explain more in a moment. I'm trying to keep everything aligned. I might need to make some more adjustments as I go along, but I think this should be okay. Right. So, the cat cards here with the green back, they only contain discoveries. So discoveries means Oshaks and treasure. And the cat cards are cats, Oshaks, treasure. This is an Oshak. It is a special cat. It can be any color, and they tend to have funkier shapes. This is your lesson deck. These are going to be your lesson cards. Your lesson cards can either have discoveries or lessons. So you can either get a lesson like this, or you can have a discovery, which is, we got a good variety here because we got the treasure and we got the Oshaks, but all of these are from the lessons deck. And then sometimes from the cat's deck, you might get something that says like cat or treasure, cat or treasure. And these lessons here are going to be on the bottom of this printable page, and you collect them, you fill in which ones you have gained, and they are basically just additional objectives to have for your game that will give you extra points at the end of the game. All right. 5 colors of cats. Oshaks is legendary. It functions as a wild. For the treasures, there is going to be these common treasures represented on this day tracker. They tend to have polynomials of 1 to 3 at the max. The rare treasures are going to have 4. And the colors are like, these common treasures are a little more red, and these rare treasures are golden. And the common treasures, you're going to want them for filling up space in your boat, because you don't want any empty space in your boat. Every room that you have empty at the end is going to be minus 5 points. So if you are missing maybe 1 square, then that little treasure there is going to be good for filling that in. The way that you get the common treasures is you either get them from cards like this, or you cover it with a cat of the corresponding color on your boat. There's a map here. You cover that up, you get the treasure. And for the rare treasures, you get them from cards. There is going to be rats on your board. All these rats that are visible at the end are going to be -1 for your scoring. So you don't want that unless you have a lesson that says otherwise. There are some. There are cat cards or lesson cards that have this or situation. You're going to read it from top to down. So you either get the top one or the bottom one or the other. It might be a little funky oriented sometimes, diagonal, but it just means one or the other. And if it has two icons like this, if it has two different treasures, you get both of them in this specific instance. Like in this one, you can get either this red cat or these two little treasures. And that would be different for kitten cards. I will explain those if I draw them. Yeah, so there is 7 days until Vesh arrives. And each day you are going to pick one column. You can resolve it in any order you want. You just have to make sure you resolve the card first in its entirety before moving on to the next card. There is specials that you have up here. They're basically your abilities that will let you do different things other than just picking a column. So for example, choose one additional card from any other column. So that would get you a total of 4 cards. So let's say you pick this column, but oh, you also want this lesson, you can do that. You would use that up, you mark that in. You can use 1 special per round and a total of 3 your entire game. And I believe that is everything. There's a scoring thing right here that I will be talking about at the end if you want to go check the rules out for yourself. Again, I'll be posting that link in the description because maybe I didn't do a very good job explaining it. So I am going to be starting. This is the first round. You can take a look at the choices here if you want to play along. And for myself, I want to, let's see, 2 points per lonely cat on your boat. A lonely cat is a cat not touching any other cats of the same color. So in order to make a family, you want to do at least 3 cats of the same color touching. If you have 2 cats of the same color, they don't count as a family, and apparently they also don't count as a lonely cat. So that would just be not great. 1 point per 2 cats touching the edge of your boat. I think I can do that one. Lessons are good, but you also really want to fill in your boat. The different rooms are going to be represented by these different icons there. Okay. What do I do? I'm going to look at the lessons and see if there's anything that would make it so that I don't want to fill in the rooms. I don't think so. I don't believe so. Okay, so you definitely want to fill in the rooms. I guess this one right here that says if you have covered exactly 3 treasure maps, because one of the treasure maps is in another room, that implies that you would leave that empty. And then you do get points for gold. So maybe I want to do that. Let's see. I think for these, you can orient them in any position that you want. So I'm still debating exactly how I'm going to do this, but you can rotate them in any way that you want. You can even flip it, but you would have to kind of do that in your head. In the Isle of Cats game, you would just be able to like flip the tile, but obviously these are cards, so can't do that. I'm thinking if this would be a bad idea. I don't feel so. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh la la. If I was to pick this column right now, that would kind of be an insane mixture of stuff. Okay. So, what color would I want that? I'm thinking I'm going to get that Oshax. And then I'm wondering how I can connect the last bits onto my boat. I don't really want to leave any empty spaces. That seems very annoying to try to deal with. What am I going to do? Okay. How many is that? 4 spaces? That's 1 too many. Right. Okay. I don't know if this is ill-advised. Would that be bad? So first, ooh, I'm going to get this 3rd row here, and I am going to, I'm nervous, get this Oshax to start. And I want to orient it so that the 3 are like that, and then that gets flipped. So 3, it would be 3, then it would go down 2, then it would go over 1. Oh, that's actually different than what I thought it was. Not that that's a bad thing. Do I have something like this on this side? 3 over 1, down 1, over 1. I do. 3 over 1, down 1, over 1. I don't think there is a perfectly shaped cat that can go there. What am I going to do? Maybe I should just start kind of building in the middle. Maybe that would be better for everything. That would cover 3 rats. That would cover 3 rats. Okay. Usually I fill in this room first though, but I don't know if I should. Because that's supposed to be the easiest one, so instinctively I want to do that and fill that in there. I don't know if I would be able to. Let's see. That's also an orange thing, so no, that wouldn't fit. That wouldn't fit. You have to place them so that they stay within the confines of your boat. I'm just going to do what I was planning on doing instinctively. So that's going to be these three, and then you go over one, and then you go down one, and there. So I'm going to make my Oshaks purple. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I don't know. Then the next one that I'm going to do is going to be that orange one, probably. I don't see a way that I can fill in that other space nicely. I could try to put it here and leave this red open, but I don't know why I would. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would involve a zigzag one later, unless I'm pointing up. In which case, that would just be kind of a weird shape, but that's not impossible. If I put it here, it can go over 4. Yeah. And then the orange is all the way over there, so yeah. Oh wait, no, you can't do that. You can't do that, because then it will not be touching anymore. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. That's not touching. It has to be touching. That would cover that. I feel like I've done something bad, but, oops. Stubbs, get down from my table. Go away. Go on. That was a very bad jump. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay. I think my best bet is to do this here. Yep. Why not? And then finally I have this last purple here. I suppose I could place it there and kind of hope that later I correct that. If I was to place it here, that would definitely cover that parrot. Maybe I should just do 2 treasures instead. That would extend a lot if I was to do 1 treasure here, but then that would cut off the families, and common treasures are worth nothing at the end unless you have a lesson that says otherwise, so I really don't want to do that. I could take a gamble and just fill in that space, which I guess is what I will do. Or I can put it at the very end of there and hope that I connect those later, which I don't know if I would. Okay, well, another thing that I can do is I can put it right here, and then I can hope that I just get kind of an L-shaped cat later, or maybe a three kitten in order to connect it. These are a lot of assumptions. If I was to put it here, I would definitely need a kitten to make that a full family. If I was to put it here, then nothing bad would happen, I guess, but what do I do? I also don't want to block off the orange. I want to keep going in that direction. Here is the closest I can put it, and then that would just assume I need a 3 kitten later. Okay, I guess I'm covering up the treasure, and I am just doing this for that final one. Alright, now the round is over. Look over the round one last time to make your final choices. Then let's clear the board and discard this. Then I need to repopulate the island. Well, then Vesh approaches, so now there's only 6 days. Then I need to repopulate the island. Ooh, another Oshax. Kittens! Yes. I love kittens. Alright, so this card has kittens on it. Basically, if you were to choose this column, what you need to do is you need to resolve the kitten card first. Well, not first in your selection, but when you do your kitten card, you have to do both kittens before moving on to the next one. You can't just draw this purple one and then do this blue one and then maybe go back for that orange one. You have to do the blue, you have to do the purple, the orange, and then do the blue. Or the orange, the purple, and then do the blue. You would need to make sure that is resolved first. Then you have a card like this that says any two. It just means any two of these. You actually can even pick duplicates of that as well. Oh, you know what I'm kicking myself over? Oh man. I said I could put the purple box right here, but then I would need to assume I would eventually come across a 1-box purple kitten, and I said that's so unlikely. It's right there. He's right there. Oh, so if I had put this one here and I put that one there, I could have continued along the bottom just like I wanted. That's rough. That's hard. Okay. Well, let's see. What are our Oshax options? That's not bad, actually. If I was to flip it, it would go along 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1. That's not terrible. And then for that one, ooh, that's an L shape. Yes. And finally, that last one, what would I do with it? Sideways? Other way to cover more rats. I'm borrowing this. Okay, so although I like the kittens, oh wait, that Oshax actually looks pretty good to me. Give me a moment, I might want that Oshax. But then I would have 2 more colors to suddenly introduce. Oh, I'm so mad. I could have done it. Could have done it. That kitten could have been mine. Fool. Alright. Well, it's done. First, I'm going to do the first column. So, we need to get that Oshax. That, unless I did this wrong, is going to be... I'm going to flip it. Should I flip it? Definitely. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4, you're going to go up with the tail, and on the 2, you're going to go down. Like this. Okay, cool. So now that is my first family. It is purple. Nice. I have that orange cat. I think I am going to... I'm debating on placing it like this, flipped. 1, 2, 3, and then you go down. Or like that. No, I don't want to cut the green off. Okay. So the way I want it is like this. So I managed to cover one rat. That's okay. And then finally, this last green cat we are going to put here. Maybe I should have gotten that no visible rats thing. Is that possible? Let me take a gander. I'm not sure if I will succeed for that because these rats are all the way on the other side of the board, and I'm kind of focused on building families right now. I already will not be punished if I have no rats on my board. That's just kind of a bonus. And I don't know if I would want to do that. I'm counting. Okay. Maybe I should have done the draw your next cat twice thing. And I should have done that there. I think it's a little too late for that. I should have done it with the orange, I think. Okay, I need to remember to use my specials more. Anyway, take a look at everything. Should I get the no visible rats one? No, this is rough. 10 points if you have no visible rats. 10 points if you have 5 visible rats. 10 points. I'm going to hold. Take a look, make your final selections, and then this is going to get discarded. Alright, Vesh approaches, and we are going to repopulate the island. Ooh. Wait. Yes. No. What? Kitty cat, kitty cat. Listen. I don't know why I struggled with that so much. Okay. Organizing. More kittens! Hi, more kittens! Okay. There is 5 days until Vesh arrives. This is the next day selection. What am I going to do? What are the lessons? 10 points if you have exactly 16 cats on your board. I think I will get more than 16. 9 points if you have exactly 3 different color cats. I currently have 3, but that would mean I would need to stick with it. Oh shit, I think I can do that. Oh. Hold on. That's... I think I actually might be able to do that one. Okay. 10 points if you have exactly 16 cats. I don't think I can do that one. 7 points if you have at least 2 treasures touching 1 visible rat. So specific. 7 points if every cat on your boat is part of a family. Ooh. I don't know. Look at those kittens, though. I love the kittens. I want them. But if I was to get that, that would mean that that blue cat would get added. I have a good thing going right now with the other cat colors. I'm thinking how I would place some stuff. I don't know. I don't see much wrong with this. My current plan. Other than I want to put that purple one right here, and that would leave me again with another gap. Which I guess is fine because I am aiming for that purple thing. I am aiming for that. Draw that, and then you draw that. Maybe facing the other way. Oh, but that kitten. I want that kitten. Okay. 1, 2, 3, up 1, over 2, 1, 2, 3, down 1, over 2, 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, it's not possible. Unless you go 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2. I'm definitely doing the first row. It's pretty, that looks pretty good to me. I am just kind of in debates of what else I can do, I suppose. I think I might be able to get those 9 points, but only if I get that. 7 points if every cat on your boat is part of a family. I can probably do that too. This is hard. Okay. Choose one card from each row instead of a column. I want that kitten. I think I am just going to go with my gut on this, and I'm going to pick, I'm probably going to use my special for choose one, one additional card from any other column. But I'm wondering if I should also just do the draw your next cat twice, just so I don't need to think about it anymore. I'm pretty nervous for that one. This is so hard. And I'm thinking, what other things I can do to draw twice? Okay. I could make it a part of a family if I do, for the green. How would that even work? Okay, do that. And then you do this. You would be left with one empty space there. Maybe you can fill in that empty space with something later. Maybe you can do 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2. That would be good. And then this guy, you can do 1, 2, 3 down. Alright. I think I've decided what I'm going to do. First column for sure. I want this purple cat here. There. Then I want the green cats. And I am going to put it like this. And then I am going to use my ability, draw your next cat twice. Hope I don't regret that. And I am going to do that again here. I've covered up that treasure. Pause. Okay. I was going to put a treasure right here and then another cat. Oh, well. Would that make it perfectly... No. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I would have one gap to work with. Don't do that. That's stupid. No, don't do that. Okay. Then the treasure that I am going to put, or is there anywhere else I need to fill in some space? One, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then the 2. But then you would cut off the green as well. I'm going to put it right here in this little space. That is a common treasure, so I'm going to write C. And I believe, oh wait, nope, one more. That orange cat. The way that I am going to do that is, I don't really have a better solution, so I'm just going to do this. All right, there we go. Now they are all part of a family, and make your final selections. These are going to now get discarded. All right, and Vesh approaches. It is now 4 days until Vesh arrives, and that means I'm about halfway through my game, and I am going to be cutting this video here. Stay tuned for part 2. That's all I got for you for now. Get out there, do all the stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye!